Testing. 1, 2, motherfucking 3, bitch. Yeah. Okay. Me. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. I'm ready. What's up, y'all? Your girl, Sande. Yeah, y'all. We back up in this motherfucker for another motherfucking video. How y'all living, fam? Hope everyone's having a great day, great night, great week. Whenever y'all are watching this shit up in the room here. And as y'all can tell by the motherfucking title, motherfuckers, yo bitch is back with a motherfucking makeup video, bitch. Yeah, y'all. It's about that motherfucking time. It's been a while since I have tested out any new products here on this channel for y'all's entertainment slash saving y'all's coin, okay? And y'all, I have been so excited to try out the products that I have in my possession, one of which is the item we're gonna talk about right here, which is the reason why you opened up this motherfucking video, and that would be this motherfucker right here. Bam! The L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Foundation. I know a lot of y'all have been hearing a whole hell of a lot about this particular foundation. It just pretty much came out. It's of the new, okay? Now you guys know L'Oreal has a whole infallible line, and I've done reviews on every single foundation they've had come out from that line. In the two in particular that I've reviewed are these two right here, bam. The L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, as well as the Pro Matte. So if you guys want to know what I thought of these two, because I did a first impressions full demo where you guys can see everything, and y'all know how I do these first impressions videos. I rock the motherfucker for several hours so y'all can see what it looks like at the beginning of the night, day, or whenever I start the video, all the way till I'm about to take that motherfucker off to see if it lives up to the hype. And in this particular case, this foundation has been getting a whole hell of a lot of hype here on the YT. So I will leave the links down below for these two foundation review first impressions, okay? If y'all want to know how I really thought of that shit, okay? By the way, real quick, I should let y'all know that I'm using a brand new lighting setup, okay, in addition to a brand new camera, so it's gonna take me a second to get accustomed to both of these motherfuckers. If you want to know the exact lighting that I'm using, I will leave that link down below, and I will also leave the link for the new camera that I got down below as well. If you guys want to check it out, you're more than welcome to, but just give me a little time to get used to both of these things. The very first time I'm using both of them, and both at the same damn time, alright? So bear with me on that shit. Let me know if you guys like the lighting, and from what I can see, just in the viewfinder here, it seems to be pretty clear. Like I said, I still have to fiddle with some of the settings, but the great thing is that this thing autofocuses, so we're gonna experiment with that shit too. Now let me go into a few actual factuals of this motherfucking foundation, okay? First of all, I should let you guys know it comes in 12 shades, okay? Now y'all know the first thing I'm trying to do is see just how deep and dark those shades are, since I'm of that beautifully brown melanin infused skin tone, okay? So I got the deepest, darkest shade, and I simply just kind of went by these last two foundations in the same line, okay? I got Cocoa in these two, so I went ahead and got Cocoa in this too, okay? And the number, I think, is 312 Cocoa, okay? Cocoa is the deepest, darkest shade. They have another shade which is called Creme Cafe, and that one in particular is just it's just lighter, a lot more neutral color. I know that motherfucker ain't gonna work for my damn skin, okay? It retails for $12.99 on Ulta site as well as the L'Oreal site, but I also know that this has been a little bit more difficult to find in the store, and that some people have actually found it at Bed Bath & Beyond. You guys know some Bed Bath & Beyonds carry makeup, but they increased the price on these motherfuckers. So typically, from what I have heard, the Bed Bath & Beyonds carry these for about $14.99, but y'all know the deal. If y'all want to go ahead and save you some coin on anything related to purchases anywhere on Ulta, Sephora, any of those sites, in addition to a whole bunch of other sites, y'all need to go ahead and sign up for Ebates. That link is at the top of the description box down below. It's pretty much a site that is affiliated with every store you could possibly shop online at. Every damn store, Sephora, everywhere. everywhere, okay? Just check it out and you'll see what I'm talking about. If you sign up using the link down below, you will get a $10 bonus that you can use for any future purchase for any stores that are available on Ebates. That's number one. And number two, anything that you buy on Ebates going through Ebates for any of those stores, Sephora, Ulta, whatever, you get a percentage of cash back. It'll say it on the Ebates site. For instance, Sephora may be giving away 8% cash back. I know they were doing a promotion just recently where they were doing double cash back, so they were giving 8% of whatever you purchase back on whatever method you designate on the Ebates site, and it's literally cash back, okay? So it is bomb.com. Y'all know I love the shit. And if you check out the link down below and get an account using the link at the top of the description box, you will get a $10 bonus. So if you're trying to buy this motherfucker right here in the near future, you can use that shit to buy this or something in the near future, all right? So check out the link down below. Sign up for Ebates. I promise y'all will love the shit. Now, just like all the other Infallible lines of foundations, okay, they also promise 24-hour wear. They promise a lightweight feel. This is also total coverage, so it's supposed to be a full coverage foundation, okay, but it's supposed to have that natural finish. It doesn't necessarily promise anything matte or dewy or glowy or any of that. It just literally says that it's supposed to promise some form of natural finish. So it's supposed to feel light on the skin, like you're not wearing any foundation whatsoever, and give you that nice, you know, very evened, like this is my skin type of flow. Now, y'all know I'm pretty thorough when I do my damn reviews, and I should let y'all know that they do also have a concealer and contour palette that done came out right around the time this motherfucker came out, and most everybody on YouTube's doing reviews with that motherfucking contour and concealer palette. However,
that motherfucker ain't for black folks, so y'all ain't gonna see that shit here.
They also recommend that you use this foundation or apply this foundation with their own version of the beauty blender. That would be the Foo Defender, the fake ass beauty blender, their infallible blender of some sort. It's like an infallible something blender. Either way, bitch, I don't have that motherfucker either. We didn't find that in store at all, okay? So what we're gonna go ahead and do is use a beauty blender. Let's go ahead and check out what the color looks like, all right? As y'all can see, this comes in a squeezy tube, okay, with a cap. And let's see, I already took the seal off. Ooh, this is red as fuck, y'all. This is red as fuck. Another thing is that this bad boy is moussey as all get it. It's got a thicker consistency. I could literally keep my hand just like this and it's not gonna drip. And just so you guys can see, oh yeah, it's thick. That's a thicker consistency product. But that is the closest thing I would be able to find to my shade in this line for show. So let me go ahead and come a little closer so y'all can see it. Boom. Now, just for shits and giggles, just because y'all know I love to do comparisons when I'm doing these foundation reviews, and because you guys know most of the time, even though I love my beauty blender, most of the time I'm using a flat top kabuki brush to apply my foundations. I'm gonna do half my face with the flat top kabuki brush, and then I'm gonna do the other half with the beauty blender, and I will let you guys know at the end of the video, if all pans out, which one is the better one applied or used to apply the foundation, all right? So let's go ahead and get started with the flat top since that's what's in my hand. Boom, that's what it looks like on the brush. Boom. Ooh, that shit is orange. Ooh, let me use my little mirror right here. Yeah, that's an orangey red type of product. We'll go ahead and just apply it half of the face. Look, I almost did my whole face. Okay, we're gonna do half the face. So far, no smell, nothing significant that would deter you from purchasing said product so far. I'm gonna go ahead and go under the eyes here. Bitch, this is orange as fuck. Orange as fuck. Oh my goodness. And it feels very moisturizing. It's kind of got a wet feel to it. So we're gonna see how this goes with the beauty blender, because I moistened the beauty blender. That's typically how I apply. Although I know some people use their beauty blenders dry. Boom. Okay, that's what that looks like on my jawline. You guys know I have a slight bit of hyperpigmentation here, although I've been working on it lately, but I do have hyperpigmentation, and it seems to have covered it up. I have a mirror in front of me because I'm not accustomed to having the viewfinder at this height, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and blend, bitch. Okay. Feels good on the face. Nice and wet. Y'all know things are really good wet, nice and wet and moist. Boom, that's what it looks like on this side. Now, as you guys can see, there really is no difference between either side on my face, and they both applied beautifully. So I guess at the end of the night, we'll see how either one works out. But so far from what I can feel on my face, it feels very lightweight. It does not truly feel like you have anything on your skin. It actually does not look too bad. It doesn't look too shabby at all on my skin. It's a little orange, a little red, a little oompa loompa-ish, okay? So we're gonna mess with some powder. Y'all already saw that the tube was damn near orange and shit, so we knew that was probably gonna be a possible issue. So we're gonna go ahead and mattify my face. We're gonna go ahead and beat the rest of my face real quick, and then we're gonna see what the finished final look looks like. Boom! Alright, so here is my face after I've done a little mini beat, okay? I am going out with my family to celebrate my mama's birthday, so we're gonna be rocking this for several hours, okay? Plus my days run into each other. Y'all know we on that family life, that parent life right now, okay? So here in the next few hours, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you guys what this motherfucker looks like at the end of the evening. I know you're probably wondering about this hair, boo-boo, bitch. I wanna change it up, bitch, okay? Y'all know I'm a parent now, but that don't mean that the sexy's gone, bitch. I'm gonna keep it sexy, honey, boo-boo, okay? If y'all wanna know about this hair, if the videos come out, I will leave the link down below in the description box, okay? If y'all wanna know also what I am rocking on my face, this is like a really quick mini beat. I didn't do anything too cray-cray, okay? But if y'all wanna know what I mattified my face with, the lippy that I have on, which is the first time I'm trying out, so I'll be letting you guys know any monthly faves and all health and ours, how this particular lippy ends up working out for your girl. But if you wanna know what I'm trying out, I will leave that link down below, in addition to everything else that's on my face in the description box down below if you guys want to know exactly what I'm rocking. As y'all already know, this is what the fuck I do with my first impressions. I pretty much rock the shit as long as I motherfucking can, and then I come back here and I show y'all everything that done went right and went wrong. I tell y'all everything from the rooter to the motherfucking tutor, bitch. That way y'all know exactly what the hell you're supposed to do, whether you're supposed to invest your hard-earned coin on this shit or not, okay? So, here is my final look at my face. Bam. Bam. Alright, and you already know the deal. We're gonna get going with the evening, and I'll be back. Let go. Boom! I'm back, bitches! Y'all miss me? Okay, so here is my face after several hours of wear, okay? Look, y'all haven't seen me say that in a long motherfucking time. Look, bitch. This is what my face looks like after not having done a damn thing to it. I have been rocking this foundation all damn night. I've had this foundation on since about 6 or so, and it is now after about 12:30, almost 7 hours into having rocked this foundation, okay? And this is what it looks like after not having set it with any kind of powder, after having done it the very first time, right? I haven't even reapplied my lippy, and I went out to eat, I've had some drinks, I've been out in the elements and all of that good shit, okay? We went out for my mama's birthday, as I said earlier. So, let me go ahead and get close so y'all can see what my skin looks like. Let me go ahead and zoom y'all in, hold on. So here's what my face looks like close up, okay? And you guys can see my T-zone where I perspire, okay?
Nah, real shit, y'all know I perspire like a motherfucker. Look, with all these motherfucking lights on, it's hotter than Rihanna's pussy in the summertime up in this bitch, okay?
But, as you guys can see, even with me being under these lights, me having perspired a little bit, and being out and about and running around trying to grab these children and get them out to be semi-on time for my mom's birthday celebration, you can see that it really isn't that bad. But I do have some thoughts on said foundation for those of you guys who suffer from the same things that I do, and more specifically for those of you guys who have oily skin. Alright, so as you guys can see here, I wanted to give you guys a little up close and personal look at what my skin looks like after all these hours. Like I said, nothing's been done to really mattify my face any further. I haven't touched up my face at all, and you guys can kind of see what's going on here. So, still have my blush, okay? Didn't really put too much blush on to begin with, right? And here's kind of where I have the darker spots on my skin along my jawline, and as you guys can still see, it's covered up for the most part. It hasn't really dissipated at all. And if you guys look in my T-zone area, you can see it is a tad bit shiny around my nose area, okay? And just a little bit right here on my forehead, but outside of that, it really doesn't look bad at all. So let me go ahead and go into the pros of said foundation, okay? And then we gonna go into the motherfucking cons, right? Alright, so some of the pros of this daggone foundation. Number one, the first thing that I absolutely love about this bad boy is I actually like the squeezy tube. I like the fact that you get a more precise amount of product coming out of the tube than you would with just a glass bottle that you pour out and you end up wasting a whole bunch of product. With this, because it's a moussier foundation, it's a little bit thicker, you have more control over how much you put, whether it's on your makeup tray or your back of your hand or on your makeup blender, your makeup beauty blender, or whatever the case may be, but you're not as likely to waste as much product using this little squeezy option. So I do like that. As far as how it applies, it is super, super, super comfortable to apply on the skin, okay? So it is, just as it says, truly lightweight, and it feels really, really, really comfortable on the skin. It blends very easily. You guys know I used not only a beauty blender, but I also used a flat top kabuki brush. I feel like either way, you're not gonna lose either using the beauty blender or even probably their sponge. I haven't tried their sponge, but if you already have a beauty blender, you might as well go ahead and use that, right? And the flat top kabuki, you know you're gonna get even blending for the most part if it's a foundation that blends pretty easily. And with this, even though it's a thicker, moussier foundation, it actually is an easy foundation to apply. As far as it being full coverage, I would most definitely say that it is a fuller coverage foundation. This ain't no Kat Von D foundation type levels, okay? But it is a drugstore foundation. Y'all know I don't expect a shit ton from foundations that are from the drugstore, okay? However, for it being total coverage, as it says, it's actually pretty decent. Now for the cons, okay? So let's go ahead and break this down. So, number one, their color range. Y'all know I'm always gonna have something to say about the motherfucking color range of these companies, and L'Oreal has been around long enough to have a wider range of colors, especially for all of us melanin-infused sisters and brothers out there, because I know my men who wear makeup too, boo-boo, okay? First of all, I'm an NW45 to give you a color range in MAC, all right? So y'all know, if you're any darker than me, you're not gonna find a foundation that necessarily suits your skin tone. And I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, the shades that are before Cocoa, which is the color that I got, aren't necessarily a wide range as well. So you're really gonna have to play around with this, and with this type of color range that they have in the 12 colors that they got, it's one of those things where you're gonna probably end up having to buy more than one color just to get it to match your skin, because I personally don't even think, even though it doesn't look that bad, I personally think it's still too dark for me. Now, as far as the finish is concerned, do I feel like it looks natural? Let's take a look. Nah, bitch. This ain't natural. It still has that cakey look to the skin. This foundation very much so settles in lines and wrinkles, especially right here in my eye area, okay? So that is something that you wanna make sure you're careful with. Right in here with my little lab lines, my little smile lines, you know, that's where you're gonna see, you know, some of the cracking and the settling in those areas. Is it horrible? No, but it's something that you wanna pay attention to if it's something that's a concern of yours. The other thing I would most definitely say is you absolutely must set this foundation. Don't think that this is the motherfucking foundation you can just put on your face and think that that's just gonna be one of them set it and forget it motherfuckers. That's not going to be the case with this shit. Unless you wanna look like a motherfucking grease monkey after a few hours, for those of you guys that are oily, okay? I would highly advise that you set your shit and use a mattifying primer if you can, because let me tell you something, okay? I've only had this foundation on for just a few short hours. However, I'm not oily. Y'all know I perspire, all right? And I can already tell that this is gonna be a foundation that if you have oily skin, bitch, this shit's gonna be looking like your ass is getting ready for a motherfucking boxing match and putting motherfucking Vaseline on your face before the end of the night, okay? So with this motherfucker right here, especially for those of you guys that are oilier, honestly, you really need to make sure that you set it if you really wanna try this foundation. Would I rush to say that this is the most amazing foundation for oilier skin types? No. Is it the worst foundation for oily skin types? No, okay? But you definitely need to make sure that you set this bad boy, that you use a good mattifying powder and a mattifying primer perhaps, but something has to be matte on your motherfucking face for this to work. Outside of that, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, this bad boy ain't bad at all. all, okay? The only thing I would absolutely say, oilier skin types, I would probably be real careful with this one. Err on the side of caution when you're trying this motherfucker out. I already done told you what to do. Other than that, this is probably a better foundation for those of you guys who have normal to dry skin. When I say dry skin, I don't mean dry where you've got patches on your skin, because if it settles in my lines and wrinkles, it's more than likely going to stick to the dry patches on your skin. So if you are someone who has dry patches, I would absolutely abstain from this product. But if you have normal skin, this right here may be the joint for you. And for $12.99, the price point being that it's not so bad and it's drugstore, if you can find your motherfucking shade, that was shade, I would definitely say to give this bad boy a go. Okay, so holla at your girl. Let me know down below if this is a foundation that you have tried out, if you guys have gotten your hands on it, if you plan on trying it out upon my recommendation, okay? Y'all already know to go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you guys are checking me out for the very first time, alright? Hit the thumbs up button for your girl being back with these makeup videos, bitch. And holla at your girl down below. Let me know what other products you guys want me to do Battle of the Brands with, first impressions on, demos, or whatever the case may be. I always listen to what you guys ask me to do. So comment down below. Let me know what you guys want me to do my next video on makeup-wise, alright? And you guys already know what to do. As always, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/SocialiteSandy. Hit me up on my Facebook fan page or my Pinterest page. Those links are down below. Hit me up on my blog, TheSocialiteLife.com, and hit me up on Instagram, Periscope, and Snapchat at SocialiteSandy, SANDE. And you already know I love y'all. And I will see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.